Alright, here we are underneath my Grand Cherokee. It's a 98. I'm going to drop my gas tank here. There's one of the bolts you got to take down. Mine don't bad. If you're wheeling a lot, they might look a lot worse than that. But anyway, first thing you do is disconnect the negative ground cable from your battery. Then this is your power to your sending unit. And you pull this red tab out and make sure it's out all the way. And yeah, let's see. It just comes out like that. Now, next thing you do is come over here, and there's your vacuum line. You're gonna push that off. I'm probably gonna need two hands on it. And then this here is a little switch you push here and there. There's one top and bottom, and you just pull on it. And again, I'm going to need two hands, but I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, one of the things I forgot to do was depressurize the fuel line. I'll show you how to do that in the other video. But you just pull that out. Then this little one here, you just pull that away. Okay, now the sending unit is disconnected from the tank. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to squirt a little weasel piss on these anchor bolts for the tank. Right there. And then I'll grab a wrench. And it happens to be a 14 millimeter. I like these socketing wrenches. Ratcheting wrenches rather. Actually, mine aren't too bad to do. I might not even use weasel piss. I'll put a little weasel piss on there. That'll just make it easy. Then you're going to have to support the bottom of your tank. And then, as you drop it, you have your hoses right there. You're going to have to loosen those. That's either straight head screwdriver, or I think it's probably 7 millimeter socket, and that should come right down or right off with a little bit of elbow grease. And then sit back over here. You don't even have to drop your hitch. This is that factory hitch that they gave me. Well, the recall hitch. I like it. Pulls my jet skis and my that's your recall. If you have one of these and you don't have one, you can go get one for free from Jeep on the recall. Just call them up and tell them at the dealer. But anyway, back to the tank. I got to undo the straps, and I got to undo those, take those hoses off there with those hose clamps. And I'll put my jack under the tank here, and we'll go from there. Alright, I have a ATV jack. Just makes it a little easier to get under here and support this tank. Now, you don't have to jack it up much. If you're empty, you could almost do it. I could probably do it, you know, just for my brute strength. I'm still connected up there. I have the clamps loosened, but I think I'm gonna have to drop the last strap here. I got the one down to be able to get up there and work that loose. I can't pull them loose. That, you know, they've been there for 20 some years. Or 18 years anyway. we'll see about getting those. But anyway, what I wanted to tell you is you don't have to take these nuts all the way down. Sometimes they're a real pain in the ass. They got like a little thing, it slips up there in a you can see it slips up into a like a channel up in the frame, and you just push up and pull out, and that one comes right out like that. And this one here, if I can get in here with the jack and see, you can see right, where the hell is it? Okay, right there, that thing going up, up, up into there. Where's my flash? The flash isn't on. Trying to, anyway, you can see what I mean. And you just push that. There's the nut here, and you just push it up and out like so, and there you go. And you see, I recommend putting a little weasel piston on here, even if they're clean like mine. It just made the job a hell of a lot easier. So I'm gonna now slowly let down my jack, and then as I do, I should be able to get maybe a little bit better access over here. Okay, there we go. She's down. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take a wide screwdriver. This is a skinny one I have in my hand. I'm just going to tell you. You want to clean all that in here real good before you take this out. And then you want to go counterclockwise and tonk that with a hammer around. But like I said, you're going to want to use a nice big flat thick screwdriver so it don't mess. Well, I'm not putting the same one back on, so I guess it really doesn't matter. But it'll just give you a better bite, and when you go to put it back on, you're not going to want to mess your new one up. So you're going to want to use a nice heavy fat screwdriver to turn that back around. When you're tightening it up, it goes clockwise, loosening, counterclockwise. But anyway, a lot of people say that takes hours. It took me the time of this video, plus, you know, a couple seconds. Oh, and on the top here, you got to take these two lines right here. The one line comes right here, and it's the same as the clip on the other side. If you see, I'm just going to push it on there. Now I just push those together and give it a little pull. It's easy. It's the same one on the other end there, if you can see it. And this one here, this one went over here, and that's just a little rubber press fit. And since I've been having problems with my evap on this thing, I'm going to replace these little hose pieces here, these little connectors, because I think these are the last ones that are actually on the vehicle that are original. And we're going to see what it does. Now, I was just beginning to have little slight sluggish problems on here, and like I said, this fuel pump doesn't look bad for being 18 years old, but it's never been replaced, and I don't want it to leave me on the road. I can't afford a tow job. You can see my tools over there. The only thing I used so far was a screwdriver and a 14mm ratcheting wrench and my trusty ATV jack. I was prepared to clean those bolts up with wire brush, you know, do what I had to do, but I just squirted a little weasel piss on it and it came right out. Alright, I'll show you when I get back together. Well, I was having a problem smelling gas, and when I filled my tank up, and lo and behold, if you look here, the tank's melted for shit. Look at that. No wonder it's having some problems. That there's the heat shield melted right into it from my exhaust. Guy that did the exhaust must have been a little got a little close, huh? So we're gonna have to remedy that by a new tank, I would imagine. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Paying for that. But the good part about it is I already have sending unit, brand new in the box in the house. Ain't that a pain in the ass? But that could have been that was probably my problem. I'm lucky I didn't burn the car down, huh? Anyway, there it is. Take it easy. Alright, if you see that big ugly spot in my gas tank, that's right where it was sticking to under here. There's my heat shield. My heat shield's loose. And what I think it was last year, my exhaust was broken right there, and it must have been blowing right in there, and I am just so lucky I didn't blow up the whole damn car. Or unlucky, well, it probably would have happened when my son was driving with my luck. But yeah, look at that. I put a lot of money in this car this year, and lucky I didn't burn it all up along with me, huh? But I'll take a couple screws, and you can see where it's come loose there, and I'll put it back up in there and where it's supposed to be. I'll order myself a new tank, and there we go.